Here's a video of the 5 things that I dislike about these vehicles, mainly exclusively to mine, perhaps. Number 1 is they kind of need a 6th gear to really be driven in America. I mean, you can do 60 and sometimes even 70, but it's really not nice to it. They're screaming, and it's really not good to run it any more than 50, 55 for a long period of times, which I have rode them for 65 miles an hour and 70 even for a couple hours straight, and it didn't seem to hurt them. But number 2 is the gas mileage. Everyone says, oh, they get 40, 50 miles per gallon. No, they don't. I maybe get 28 to 30 if I'm lucky. I've never got more than 30 miles per gallon on these things, and I drive them pretty conservatively, so gas mileage is kind of a bummer. Number 3, parts can be a little difficult and aggravating to get, especially if you're ordering from like local American companies that don't know these things like Japan does. I've ordered several parts and they've been the wrong parts. Had to send them back, and it can be aggravating. So I've learned it's just best to order from Japan companies and just wait to get the parts. But mainly, you know, there are certain vehicles, certain companies that you can get these parts for these vehicles, but parts can be a little aggravating. These things can be a little difficult to insure, because they don't have, I don't know how many digits they are in the VIN number, but the insurance companies, when they type it in, typically they're not in their records, and they don't know what to think, and they don't know, so they'll drop you, and then you have to find another company. But if you're in the South like I am, I've learned that Farm Bureau has no problem insuring these things, and there's another company called Philadelphia, and Hagerty will insure them, but they don't like you just driving these things all over the place on Hagerty. And number 5 is more likely an issue with mine personally, because I got the Hijet and the Mitsubishi, is the wheel patterns on these things are ridiculous. Like the Daihatsu is 4x110, and the minicab is 4x114.3, and they're a little bit more difficult to buy rims for, other than the like the Acti with the 4x100. I don't know what the Subaru is, but yeah, so it's a little more challenging to get parts. The RX-7 typically fits for these. Older Datsuns and Toyota rims can fit for these, but they're kind of aggravating to get rims for and tires, so I just kept mine stock. But mainly that's about it. I mean, there ain't a whole lot of storage space in them, in the cab. You're basically you and somebody else, and that's it. Now, if you and somebody else decide to hop in here, there really ain't no space for anything else, and if it gets raining, then you're gonna get wet. Your stuff's gonna get wet. But I love these little things. The radios suck in these trucks too, but I love them. They're great. I don't regret it one bit. Thanks for watching.